Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Thursday workout. Let's begin with 2 rounds through row bike or ski, your choice, 10 calories, and then a 15-second slow and low squat. So take your time. Like if I'm watching the clock, 15 seconds, I'm just stretching my hips out, not being super rushed about it, getting all the way down, chest up, stretching out the ankles, stretching out the hips. Spend some time down there, all right? And then when you're finished with that, we're gonna get, if you can, off on the open floor, and if you need a mat on the ground or a pad on the ground to limit the range of motion, you can do that. We're gonna do 10 air squats, but each time I want you to roll to a knee, right? So I'm gonna go air squat, roll down to a knee, and then back to the feet, air squat, roll to the other knee, and then back to the standing position, okay? So the drill there is, and I wanna preface this by saying a lot of the stuff that I program in the warm-ups and in the extra credit and the accessory work is like, look at what old people can't do, right? And then let's try to program our life and program our exercise and our accessory stuff, kind of the boring times, to practice those things so that we maintain those abilities as long as possible. And getting down and onto a knee and up off the ground is one of those things that's very, very challenging for a lot of people. And I see this, you get the benefit of me watching a lot of platinum classes of like, what do they not like to do is like get on the ground, get on their knees, and then get back up off the ground like that, all right? So we're gonna practice that as much as possible in order to maintain that ability as long as possible, right? So again, the drill is air squat, drop to a knee, back to your standing position. Other side, air squat, drop to a knee, back to standing position, okay? So some of those things that you think like, oh, it's awkward, or oh, it's weird, or like, why am I practicing it? There's a purpose behind all that stuff, all right? Next one is burpee jumps. So wide stance, plant those hands flat, kick back to the plank position, back to flat feet, right? So plank, flat feet, right? That's our drill. And yes, that will make you better at burpees, and it's again, one of those things, it's a silly thing to practice until you feel like really awkward in your burpee and like, why does this not feel right? Like practice the burpee jumps, it'll feel better, I promise. All right, complex plus row, this will be a fun one. Barbell complex with the weight at 95-65, so it's not meant to be a crazy heavy weight. You should not have to put the weight down because your muscles can't do the lift, right? This should be a metabolic event. If you need to rest, it should be because your heart rate is high, your muscles are burning, right? And you feel like, oh, I just need a break, okay? As opposed to like, oh, I physically can't lift the weight. So we'll start with 8 reps of a hang power clean. So I pick it up off the ground one time, come back down to the top of my knees, power clean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, I'm gonna go 4 reps of a front squat. After my front squats, I'm gonna drop that bar down, slide it down to the front of my shins, and do 8 reps of a bent over barbell row. After that, I'm gonna pick it up and put it into the crook of my arms, like so, and I'm doing 4 reps of a Zercher squat. So the Zercher squat is just a similar position to the front squat, but it's hanging in my elbows instead of up on top of my shoulders, right? If this bothers your elbows at all, feel free to use one of the neck pads that we have. You can put that up underneath the bar if that really is giving your elbows a lot of pain. It is weight that's hanging off of the muscles right there, so there's a little bit of tolerance you have to build to that position, but it is a very valuable movement, all right? And then when you finish that last set of Zercher squats, then we're going onto the rower for 750-meter row. We're repeating that sequence for 20 minutes. So it's a 20-minute AMRAP. When you're done with that, there is extra credit and a cash out. You can choose to do none of those. You can choose to do all of them. You could pick one, you could pick the other. On the cash out though, it is every minute on the minute, all of those exercises. So it's lying leg raise, fast grasshoppers, and 4 burpees, right? So it is every single one of those within a minute, repeated for 6 minutes. So by the end of it, the first round should be not too bad. Round like 3, 4 should be pretty tough. Round 5 and 6 should be almost impossible, right? That's the way the cash out works. All right, and that's it for Thursday. Have a great one. See you guys on Friday.